I just felt like discussing something really quickly. Not that important because it ain't it's too late. It's way too late. But I just feel like saying it. It's too late. Humanity will die. They died already. Humanity died, okay? The latest is 2021. I was sitting somewhere eating lunch. I like to sit in my car. It's because I'm listening to stuff, you know. Sometimes I watch stuff, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just like to sit in the car and look outside, or sometimes just sit outside. So in front of me is like where people walk. It's not a park. It's like an area where people walk, low sidewalk. Not like a regular sidewalk on the street. It's like a little a place for people that like to take walks and stuff. That's away from the street. And so nice, cut, and pretty, right? And you know, like you would see, you know, just nice, right? And all of a sudden, I just kind of saw a vision of what was really in front of me. And what was really in front of me was a bunch of grass that had not looked like it hadn't been cut. It looked like it hadn't been kept up in a couple of years. It looked like in my previous upload about the U.S. being in ruins. And I said I saw the White House in ruins. But I'm still working on this. The White House that was in ruins is from 1980s because it was a reset around that time too. For me, it was a reset. So I was born in the 70s. So it was a reset in the 80s. It was a disaster then too, and it was a reset. It was a disaster in 2021. It was a reset. Okay. So that White House, I believe, was from the 80s. But this grass that I saw grown like that looked like it was from 2021. I said, so this is what's really there. What we're seeing is basically autopilot. Because our minds have not caught up with the fact that we actually, well, I can't, maybe I shouldn't say it. Maybe I shouldn't say it. I know I might have been unalived in 2021. And I do know there was a disaster. And you know what? I don't care about the news unless you know how to read. And I'm talking about read like Bill Gates to know these numbers. I'm not talking about any other occultists, because all these other occultists on YouTube trying to break stuff down, I wouldn't pay them shit, because why ain't nobody free yet? Okay, you got these people around Bill Gates and all these families, these Rothschilds. They're reading their occult knowledge is a little different than these people on YouTube. I'm sorry. And if these people on YouTube know what they know, why they're charging people, and why isn't the end? What's going on? So these occultists, I get that they might have more knowledge than the average person. I think they do. But they ain't fucking on the lines of an Elon Musk. They're not. Because they don't know what these motherfuckers still know. So I don't pay nobody nothing. I might want to pay somebody something if I know they're going to say some stuff. They're not going to really too much tell me how to get out. But they will give me some great ideas. I wouldn't mind paying for people that I know would give me a lot of great ideas. But as far as getting out, I don't think they're getting out. I don't think they're getting out because it's not as easy. If they think it's going to be that fucking easy to get out, they better think again. They should have got started already preparing. And it's more than just a fast. People like to think it's just about food. For some reason, they like to think it's just about food. I don't know. It's beyond food. Okay. The ultimate fast is a fast from fucking humanity, people. But people are already dead, and so they're extremely more toxic than they've ever been because people, humanity died. People died already. They're just kind of like, their minds are still going. It's still on autopilot. Like, literally, their minds are still on autopilot. And they got to catch up with what happened. But, like I played that siren about consciousness is going down. Matter of fact, I'm going to play it again. God damn it. Sorry about that. I still get attacks every now and then from the ethers. And I'm really sick of them. But hey, I think it's to tell me that something happened in 2021 and it's time to freaking wake up. And I know I sound a little weird, but that's okay because I've been judged my whole life. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let's see. This is it.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government.
Now that part I didn't hear in my dream.
Have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Okay, so I told you in a few videos ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I said I had that dream, and then that siren went off, and then it was a voice. It was the voice of Vivica Fox, but it wasn't about her. It was a voice of a brown woman, and she said, "Consciousness is going down, baby. Consciousness is going down." And that's what I heard. That siren noise. I was standing outside. It was dark. It felt very eerie outside. It felt very eerie outside in my dream. And that doggone siren came on, and then that voice said, "Consciousness is going down, baby." Okay? I got that warning over a month ago. Maybe, about 2 months ago, maybe. I got that warning. And it's going down. So consciousness is going down. It's because, moving around. Consciousness is going down is because people don't know that there was a disaster that happened in 2021. I've already, I don't think people want to accept it, but that's why Google is owning consciousness now. I don't know if it happened around the world, but definitely the United States is lying in ruins. Nothing. We have not moved since 2021. Well, it depends on where you are now. Because if you realize that something happened in 2021, then you're more aware and you have a better chance of waking up to the real timeline. But if you believe everything is just the way you see it, then there's consciousness. There's a good chance you're going to go down. There's a good chance you're going to go down. I told you people have barcodes on them. And I think Google literally owns people. I really think Google owns consciousness. I really do. Okay. I know this all sounds weird, and because I don't think a lot of these scholarly people are talking about that. And which brings me to this right here. People are not going to make it because I get that people need to make their coins. People need to make their money. But at the same time, people need to understand the importance of working together. And some of the most influential people should be the ones to say, you know what, we need to really come together. That's too late. It ain't happening. I'm just saying, it would have helped. Because I'm not a person to say that. Nobody's going to listen to that. But some of the most influential people said we should have. Here's why. A lot of people are paying folks. I get nothing wrong with Patreon. But a lot of these people in Patreon don't know that something happened in 2021. They don't even know. They don't realize that something happened in 2021. They don't realize that they might have died in 2021, and their mind have not caught up to the fact that they have died. But the news don't say that. Okay, the news did say it. You don't understand the read code like Elon Musk does. The news probably did say it. Like that Challenger, the wreck of 1986, something happened. I was killed then too. And that's why our consciousness keep going down and going down and going down, and things keep seeming to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Because we keep going down negative timelines, the more the stuff like that keep happening, and they keep doing those resets, and then you're not aware enough to catch up with the fact that there was a reset and something actually happened, and it was a reset where they put you in another timeline. Okay? But in this case, I don't think I'm in another timeline. I think this is autopilot. I don't think this is another timeline. I think this is autopilot. I think people's minds have not caught up with the fact that they're dead. That's just it. Because I ain't ever woke up. Now, I know something happened in 1986, but I ain't never woke up and saw that time has not moved. Literally, I woke up February 17th to February 18th, 2023. The morning was the rising that I woke up into this reality. Okay. I saw this vision of like some New Year's Eve balloons. Okay, like you celebrate New Year's Day. And it was gold and it said 2021. Excuse me. It was gold and it said 2021. And I saw it again, maybe about 2 weeks later, I saw it again. The balloon said, I saw 2021 again. So I don't think we moved into another timeline. I think our minds have not caught up with the fact that let me just say, when my mind is already caught up with the fact that something happened, because I'm saying it now, I know that I fucking died in 2021. Something happened and I fucking died, and my mind is telling me, something happened and you died. Now, I also saw a vision, something called DCC disaster. I said, what is DCC disaster? And I know they got these areas for disasters. You're saying that there was a fucking disaster in 2021. There was a disaster. And I get that people like to make their coins, but I know people feel like they should go behind the paywall because they don't want to give away too much information for free. But I think that's the greatest mistake that humanity has ever made, and they will not come back from this. They won't come back from it. You don't see Bill Gates and Elon Musk and all those people charging each other because they have to stick together. Okay, they sticking together. So they not really necessarily charging each other, I wouldn't think, information to say what needs to be said, because they all need to be on one accord, right? They all need to be on one accord for stuff to go smoothly. So they are not charging each other for vital information to help to keep this bullshit going. I'm pretty sure they're meeting together for free. Right? But you got the world, humanity, that say, oh, we need to go behind, and you got to pay me for it. Well, somebody got to pay you for your information, and somebody else going to know something that you need to know, and they not going to tell you. Okay? But you know what? That DCC disaster or whatever, I bet you it was in the news. You got to know how to understand stuff like those occultists. No, and I'm talking about those type of occultists, like the doggone, like fucking Jeff Bezos, and those people like that. Okay, people that run Walmart. Okay, you gotta understand that type of occultism. But see, they are just allowed to know things. They're allowed to know things, and if they're all occultists on YouTube that know what they know, then why isn't what's going on here? Why don't people know they fucking dead? Anyway, I talked about 1986. It was a disaster, and I know something happened to me. I keep seeing visions of it. And somebody left a comment. That's fine. That's what the news said. Somebody left a comment that everybody survived that was on the the Challenger or whatever. Everybody survived, because that's what the news said. But actually, you never know what the news said, because you have to know how to see, like, those type of occultists, like the elitists. You have to see how they see in order to know what the news really said. I bet you the news did say it was a disaster. I bet you it did. I bet you it said everybody died. And I bet you everybody was in their underground bunkers. I bet you everybody's in their underground bunkers. We have not moved to a different timeline. Okay, I could be going to different timelines because the type of work I'm doing on myself. But I'm talking about as far as them switching people to another timeline. I don't think that happened. I think people's minds have not caught up with the fact that they died. Okay? Anyway, I don't know how long this will stay up, because sometimes certain messages can be dangerous. Okay? I realize it might benefit people, but I get why folks go behind paywalls. I mean, sometimes stuff is unappreciated. But that's the fault of humanity. And you know what? Humanity ain't coming back. The United States is in ruins. Everybody's dead. Let me just say everybody's dead. Consciousness is going down. The best thing to do is stick the fuck together. That's the best thing to do. I am not the voice that people listen to. I'm just not. But at this time, you want to go beyond charisma. If you want the fucking truth, it's best to go beyond charisma. Because all these scholars that do all this research and all these wonderful presentations, I don't know if they know they're dead. Anyway, that's it, and I'll talk later.